I think we're good to resume. So, let's see how far we can get in the Yold Desert. Yeah, there's something about the palm tree. Hell if I know what is actually the secret to the palm tree, though. I do not remember. It's like dino. That's a nice transparency effect of it rolling. It's really cool, actually. And there wasn't an enemy over here, but it's a cleft, so we'll leave it alone. But yeah, having the actual physical guidebook is just my preference. I like physical media, in general. Which reminds me, I'm tempted to buy a CD, but the only problem with buying said CD is it's an import, and right now importing things is extremely bloody expensive. So I'm not sure if I'll actually do that or not. By the way, enemies with a dotted outline can flip too, so that's also good to keep in mind. So yeah, and also we are on a timer, so I actually need to flip back, let it recharge. So I might actually... I don't know what to actually do here. I didn't plan this out very well. I also don't have enough room anywhere on my desk to actually keep everything. I'm a very organized person, clearly. But over here we have a little secret area. If you see my like VTuber's model like neck break, it's because I'm like looking over to the guide, probably. The old signpost. Find ye the tall red palm tree of fortune and leapeth under its branches 10 times. Is there a gimmick if I read this side? Nope. Okay. So now we have to go back over to the red palm tree. Where the hell was the flip point here? Well, oh, that was actually really easy. And now we have the fun task of going backwards through the level. Super Paper Mario's like biggest issue, in my opinion, is it loves backtracking. Oftentimes it does backtracking as a bit, and I kind of feel like it's one of those where Thousand Door is also guilty of this with General White, but it is a case of like, haha, funny, we're lampooning RPG tropes, but then you're kind of guilty of said RPG trope in the process. You got a squig card, that's what these are. So now we can... Or is that what those are? That actually might not be what those are. That might be the purple variant. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well today. I'm having a day. I'll just say that much. I've been having an interesting day. Yeah, but so far, right now, it's not too bad. Anyway, we got a secret door. Neat. And now we have the rest of the level. Actually, let's test this out. How much damage? Yep, that's the squig. I forgot what the other enemies are called then. These little, like, wireframe things are really interesting to me. Like, mechanically. As a way of traversing. Got Poison Shroom. By the way, toweling does not add enemies to your log. You have to get catch cards. So I'm not going to 100% this game. That is ridiculous, trying to get every catch card. I do not have the time or energy for that. In terms of actual 100% though, I do not know how thorough, I'm going to be with this game. I would like to do at least a bit of 100 trials and stuff like that, but I cannot guarantee getting every item, just because unlike Thousand Year Door, this game is a bit ridiculous with trying to complete it. But that's just me, that's my preference for this game. In general, I still love this game, but it is a pain in the ass sometimes. A Spring Reed that restores 7 HP and cures poison. How the hell do we get up there? Am I overthinking? Do we just jump here? Yeah, we just jump up there. Cool. Jump up Superstar. Neat. Probably optional, but we'll see what's in here. A lot of items. Oh, this is silly. By the way, this game entirely uses Wiimote. And no nunchuck, so this kind of sucks to do precision platforming with this D-pad with the controller turned on its side. It's not necessarily the most comfortable thing in the world. These are just coins. Do I really want to go out? Oh wait, that's actually not helpful on my full health. Cool. But now that that's done, I guess we can actually get the show on the road. They're giving us a save block, which is never ominous at all. So we might as well save before moving on. Alrighty. Gragoogly. Okay, so you're the not sticking a stashy in me boss's business. Door just noped out. You shouldn't have cost the count. Now I'm gonna have to get chunky on ya. You're one of Count Black's thugs, aren't you? Oh, Chunks is me name, and I'm no common thug, lass. I thug for the Count of Counts, Count Black himself. One word from me, Blackie boy, and I'll come to make you feel some damage. Damage? Make that damage. Oh, I'm in so much danger when I get to Sand Blade. Whatever then, all that matters a pinch of steel in a sandstorm, yeah, gonna. I almost misread that badly. Do you even know what Count Black is trying to do? The boy's using powers and whatnot to bring back some order to this here world. An enemy of Black be an enemy of mine, and you'll get chunked. So Chunks is a lot scarier than the other enemies we faced so far. Maybe you should use my power to investigate him before we start the battle. Enough is enough already. It's time to thunder down from on high and deliver beating all the ages. Chunk it all, chunk on it. I mean, sure. This is awkward to get an angle. That's our Chunks. He's a big bearded warrior of a man. Max HP is 20 and attack is 1. He can grab you by the feet and hurl you. If you're in reach, he'll toss you, so keep your distance. But you can turn the tables on him and use the row to send him flying. Maybe I should title bosses, if I remember. Okay, so just double checking. This is a very funny animation though, so I'm glad we get to see it once, though we probably would have seen it before. You know, yeah, he also does that. Forgot about that part. So yeah, we have to throw him and then jump on him. And just kind of repeat that until he's down for the count. You know, pun intended. Ouchie. He's so happy. Again, this is the kind of thing that's both very charming and also just kind of a time waster with him like posing constantly. So yeah. Like, people always talk about games that respect your time or not. Super Paper Mario is not a game that respects your time. And we'll see that even more later on. And frankly, Thousand Year Door kind of isn't either until the remake. Super is actually harder for that regard to fix because of just how it's structured. Like, the inherent issues are kind of caked into the design in a way where it's like, I don't think a remake could necessarily fix some of the padding issues of this game. I'm chunked. Me Chunks, you failed me. I got pummeled and you barely sweat your brow. Hey, what kind of strange little man are you? This strange little man is none other than the hero, the legendary hero, Mario. Mario, eh? Just an odd name, yeah, but you can't bet your baby I'll remember that. His name's not Maria, it's Mario. You remember this, Maria? If you didn't look like such a wee toddler, I wouldn't have taken it so easy on you. But hey, I have to give it up for your effort, so let's call it a tie. You better get some chunks of your own for next time though, eh? And while you're at it, why don't you wax that bony stash of yours, Maria? Till we meet again, eh? Chunks away! Well, that happened. Did you understand a word of what that goon was saying? More or less. Hey, guess who doesn't remember what to do now on the level? I know there's like a pedestal we have to hold the button combination on, and I'm pretty sure I know the button combination. I don't know how to actually learn it organically. Never mind, that was really easy. I think we actually do have to read this from the right side. Purchase ye atop the distant platform of blue, and the following is for the eyes of the hero only. Gaze ye at this side of the signpost, eh? Oh. Press minus and 1 at the same time to make something of interest happen. Alright, there's the ticket. Look at me actually remembering what to do, even though it's been like a ridiculous amount of time since I've actually played this game. Again, I did play this game a few times growing up. It's funny saying growing up when we were entering an era of Fox Girls favorites when it's like... I played this game when I was like, what? 2007? So like... I would have been like 12 when I played this game for the first time, so this isn't really... This is like borderline on being a childhood game at this point. It's almost more like a teenage game. But that doesn't sound as catchy, I feel. Yeah, this was a very important game of my teenage years. 1 and minus, right? So gotta jump up on this pedestal and do what it says. 1 and minus. There we go. Pizza cake. Oh good, sliding puzzles. That's not an omen for another game in the series coming up. And by series, I mean my stream series. I just realized my health was at 17. I'm like, why does this keep happening? Why is my life devolved into being haunted by a number? Anyway, that was 1-3, so we only have one more little segment left. We can probably start Chapter 2 tonight. Somehow, Mario had found the strength across the desert's sweltering dunes. Ahead was a sprawling complex of ruins rising out of the sand. Thankful for the shade, Mario and Tippy ventured deeper inside. They were the very ruins Old Man Watchit had warned them about. What dangers lurked in the shady corridors ahead? Hey, I have a take about this. Chapter 1-4, Monster of the Ruins. Mario, I can feel it calling. The pure heart is nearby. But wait, I sense something else emanating from the sand dunes. Be careful now, Mario. Something else is waiting for us ahead. I have a take about this game, and this is not a hot take by any stretch. I feel like this is a very cold take, if anything. I don't like how the other pixels don't say anything past their introduction. They're just kind of like... aren't really characters. I guess the problem is Tippy's the only pixel that feels like a character. The others are basically functions. Which it's just like getting a new move, basically, because as a character, they have a little bit of charm in their introduction, but then they kind of just don't do anything past that point. Which isn't the end of the world, obviously, because I'm be-real, Tippy's a very good character, we'll see that later. But it is kind of something I lament, is not having traditional partners that have as much fleshed out development as, like, Tippy does. You got a life stream, automatically restores 5 HP if you fall in battle. That's a downgrade. They used to give you 10 HP. Definitely good to have that. We will probably die a few times in this playthrough. I'm not the best at this game. I think I'm alright at the game, I just don't think I'm amazing at it, if that makes sense. We can also just cheese this and just go 3D. Thank you for the head pats. I do appreciate the head pats today. It's been an interesting time, and I'll leave it at that. Alrighty, deeper into the ruins we go. I don't know what these are called. I mean, I can tell them, I guess. You got a ruins key, a key to a door in the old ruins. Can I reach it from here? My sensor bar is in a weird spot, apparently. It's a spiky tromp. For some reason, it enjoys rolling left and right all day. You can't beat it, you can only avoid it. It will move until it hits a wall, and then it will come right back at you. Good to know. So now we can make progress over here. Voila. And we gotta save block. I actually don't feel like saving. We've been saving so much, and also we barely did anything into this chapter. Even if the game crashed or anything, we wouldn't actually lose that much progress. The only thing I'm worried about in terms of crashing is the pit, obviously, because that's a very long and uninterrupted segment of the game. I feel like there's gonna be something over here. But I do not see something over here. Weird. Okay, I guess we'll just move on then. That just looks very conspicuous. But we'll see if there's anything there later, I guess. Now we have a little thorough section. We can use the little enemy to hit the switch. Something happened outside the room. I almost just got hit by the little link. I don't know what those are actually called. Just checking to see if there's anything to tattle. You could probably farm the enemies in this room. It would take forever though. Like, I don't know why you'd want to do that, but I guess you can if you want. Maybe now the blocks do something. Ow. Yeah, now we have a way in here. Cool. But yeah, in some ways this gives me like Zelda 2 vibes of having like dungeons, but like 2D dungeons. Tippy, can you help us out here? There's something there, I'll show it to you. I'm also sus of a lot of rooms, so I'm just gonna be flipping constantly. Just to make sure. I do wish there was a way to upgrade your flip gauge beyond just getting infinite flip later on. Aha. Where is the key? Got Ruins key, a key to a door in Yold Ruins. Was the key up here? Oh, it's an illusion. Gotcha. I see a path over there. We'll investigate. Before we move on, this is silly on my part. Why am I flipping with this little gauge? But I can do this. Oh, okay, they thought of that, actually. Good to know. Neat. I almost made the jump, too. If I was just slightly to the side, I would have made it, I think. You got a Buzzy Beetle card. Again, this is not actually helpful because we don't deal direct damage to Buzzy Beetles in this game. It's indirect damage because they're in the shell, so... Oh, hi. Forgot about you. Neat. We are making pretty good time here, I'd say. Nothing here, so as usual, flip. I am playing fast and loose in this game, apparently, because Jesus, we are kinda close a lot. Anyway, what does this do? Just hit all the random buttons. Surely nothing can go wrong. Now, I'm actually trying to remember if we need to do something special here or not. Can we pick these up, actually, now that I think about it? Nope, okay. I thought you actually needed to get something like a block and hold it to weigh the switch down, but maybe I'm thinking of something else. Anyway, into the pit they go. Luckily for us, we can't stand on them at this point. It actually kind of defies the game's rules. But it's fine. Got a little path forward. I actually don't know if we have to do that every time, also. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, for this, you wouldn't necessarily need to flip, but if you don't know the combination, you would have to. And there we go. Got the stairs. Yeah, we're actually at the end, if you can believe it. Up here, we should have, a save block and also a heal, hopefully, yeah. I am gonna save this time because we do have a boss coming up. I'm gonna try to be fancy, but I might screw it up because it's a little harder to do with Mario than a later character. Back outside we go, and warning. Intrusion detected. Leave immediately or be purged. Wait, scan initialized. Red cap detected. Blue overalls detected. Little level 5 mustache detected. Incredible. Possible subject identification. But it is impossible. Hold your position. Searching databanks. And this is the Wii Shop logo and sound. I'm pretty sure it's the same sound too. Search complete. 1 positive match. System overload. Legendary hero identified. Forgive me, hero. I am called, Fractale. My only purpose is to defend the pure heart from lawless intruders. You are late. I have waited thousands of years for your arrival. You may pass. The pure heart is just ahead. It won't be that easy. Oh no. Who speaks? So very nice to meet you and your mustache. I am Count Black's master of dimensions, the pleaser of crowds. I am Dementio. You remember the name well. I know you. You're that. It would be so very dull if your journey ended so easily. Instead, ends with magic. Sir. Yes, much better. Now, you and this robotic guardian can spend some quality time. Yes, quality snack time when he snacks on you. You are the snack. Ciao! What did he just... Beep, I'm error. Press any key to restart. System not found. Install disk. Disk not found. Please confirm disk covers closed. Read error. Insert boot disk and press enter. No response. System may be busy. You're melting into slag. Application error. You lost everything. Way to go, genius. Waiting for processors. 404 computer hamsters not found. Pet level upgrades. Jelly roll number 1 detonation immediately. We can actually back up now that I think about it. I never thought to do this before. System may be busy or melting into slag. Application error. Save your work and quit. You lost everything. Way to go, genius. Waiting for processors. 404 computer. Hamsters not found. Threat level. Upgrades to Jelly Roll 1. Detonation imminent. Beep bleep bleep. Run query identification. Run insult generator. Results go away. Yeti lip. Control Alt Delete. Oh, he is not having a great time. Oh no. If I had $1 for every Paper Mario that starts with a dragon as the first boss, I have $2. Which isn't much, but it's weird it happened twice. I mean, if we want to be pedantic, technically 2, because of the fake Bowser and the Koopa Bros for it. He's kind of like a dragon, right? So, hey, guess who doesn't remember if you can do this or not? So I'm gonna be cheeky. I don't know if you have to wait until, like, he jumps, like, starts moving sideways. Nope, okay, we have to wait until he starts going sideways, got it. So he's gonna approach from this angle, and then we can actually do the thing. Any moment now. It's going to fly in from the right, I can sense it. You should flip back into 3D. So fun thing, if you're goated, you can actually skip this phase going forward. I'll try it, I will probably botch it. Alrighty, so what do we do now? We have to pick up the little guys. Oh yeah, I said a tattle. That's Fractale, the robotic guardian of the pure heart. It's quite enormous. Max HP is attack is 1. It can fly and swoop down with its big open mouth. But I think the antenna-like horn atop its head is its weak spot. I think you're going to need to use the row to hit it. That's a Frackle. These little defense bots protect Fractail's body. Max HP is 1, attack is 1. They will attack any intruder they find on their master. They must have been made by the ancients, just like Fractail. So, once you deal enough damage, he'll shake you off. Or attempt to shake you off. If you're very, like, well, if you time a jump perfectly, you can survive this. It's or you can skip the climb up phase again. So I'm gonna attempt it. There we go. Wow, that was easier than I remember it being. So yeah, we skipped the ground phase again. I think would have to do that one more time after this. So, yeah, I remember this being a lot harder for some reason. But again, maybe it's because I was 12 at the time. Never mind, it did not take my input. Cool. I genuinely did hit too early, but it didn't take my input. I remember complaints about the Wii Remote in general being very mushy feeling for its buttons. There's also like an old Wii Remote too. The membranes might just kind of be wearing down on them. I do have a backup Wii Remote. It's not Motion Plus though, so I would like this one to be good. So yeah, I almost did the cool thing, but messed it up on the second go around. Again, not a huge deal. I'm not a speedrunner or anything, I'm just kind of vibing with this game. Yeah, we can easily start Chapter 2 tonight, which is nice. There's a lot less in-between stuff, I feel, in the early parts of this game, though there is a fair amount later on. System crash. I have malfunctioned. What have I done? Hero, the error is mine. I am sorry. Shame circuit, smoldering. Please, you must save our world. And by the way, I'm Error, of course, is a Zelda 2 reference. Oh, poor guy, to be honest. I couldn't remember if the bones also ended up falling in that scene, but apparently not. Yeah, believe it or not, this is the end of the chapter. We're almost done. So, head over here. And welcome, hero. My name is Melumina. I am a dormant soul. I've waited long to give you the pure heart. Yes, I've been waiting for 1500 years. Your presence here must mean that all worlds have begun to collapse. Yes, they have, in fact. That's why we're here. Before I give you the pure heart, you and I must speak. Listen well, hero. Long, long ago, my people built a civilization hailed as a beacon of culture. Sadly, despite our power, there was one thing we were powerless to stop: the Dark Prognosticus. Nobody knows who authored this dark book and foretold the events of the future. On the last page, it was written that a chaotic power would devour the world. We knew it had to be stopped. Our greatest minds devised a grand plan to stop the tragedy before it happened. We needed something with the pure essence of love to confront this chaos. Researchers set to work, and they created the Purity Heart. We divided the Purity Heart into 8 pieces and hid them in different dimensions. We hid them for their own protection, waiting for the day the hero would arrive. Everything was going as planned, or so it seemed. But the wheels of destiny began to spin wildly out of control. It began with a very small incident. At that time, I was young and quite beautiful. It started the day I met 2 very fetching young men, and you see, my life set sail towards a maelstrom of love. You see, I asked one out, but however, it was, well, you know, basically it, and then I said, and he said, and then... And that is why we hope the Purity Heart will have the power to defeat chaos. To save all worlds, we must find the 8 pure hearts that form the Purity Heart. And that is all I have to say on the matter. Were you listening carefully? Totally. Excellent. I did tell the short version, so I wasn't sure if you would fully understand. It is up to you to find the pure hearts, for they are our last and only hope. Go forth, hero, and save the worlds. We're all depending on you. Yeah, certified Jack Garland moment. We need to kill chaos. I like how the pixels do a little dance for the pure hearts. Tippy doesn't join in though. Spoil sport. You got a pure heart. End of chapter. Before disappearing, where Lumina had entrusted Mario to save every world, she had waited 1500 years to deliver the message to the legendary hero. With the second pure heart in hand, Mario was in great spirits. But 6 pure hearts still remained to be found, and the journey had just begun. With a flutter, Tippy said, "I think we'd better return to Flipside." The weight of every world's fate once again rested on Mario's shoulders. Hell yeah. Again, that's all chapter 1. We did it in like under 2 hours, like hour and a half. That's pretty good. Yeah, so I guess the hero went ahead and stopped you and sent you back here. You gotta forgive me, Count. I failed you. I've never felt this chunky in my life. So our hero is real. Yes, a force to be reckoned with. Nastasia, the prophecy, consult it and learn where the hero will go next. We will lay a devious trap for him and bring him to his very knees, Black. Yeah, I already sent Emi to a site pick for that purpose. This pleases Count Black. Excellent work, Nastasia. I've granted Mimi powers potent enough to ensure that she will obliterate this hero. Yes, he will be helpless against her. And depart. Alert Count Black when this hero is no more. Black. Yeah, I'll fire off a memo on that, but for now, we have another item on the agenda. Oh, Chunks, you got a sec? Yeah, so some minions in the Bowser organization are still resisting assimilation, so I'm heading out to squash the resistance, and while I'm gone, I want you to stay here. Yeah, you just sit tight and think about your recent job performance, okay? Oh, God, this really tweaks my chin hairs. Again, what interesting writing. Anyway, we are now Princess Peach. Just like old times. Huh? What? How did I end up napping here? Wait, didn't that nasty Count Black try to make me marry Bowser? And then Luigi, Luigi, Bowser... Anybody there? No, you're the only one of the wedding party left standing, it looks like. So you finally woke up, huh, Princess? Oh, you guys! Are you alright? Yeah, but who knows what happened? That was one crazy wedding! We can't even find his groomness. You remember King Bowser? Oh, and that guy with the mustache. I think he had a green tux on or something. Yeah, Luigi, that's the guy. We don't know where he ended up either. Thing is, most of us minions got all brainwashed by that black guy's assistant. Yeah, everybody's half nuts. It's not safe here. We've got to clear this area now. Private Koopa here will escort you, okay? You guys make a break for it. But what about you? What am I gonna do? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go help my men. King Bowser would burn me to a crisp if I left them. Leave no Koopa behind. Good luck out there, Princess. Hail Bowser! Farewell. Okay, lady, we've gotta evac this zone. Let's roll. So Peach has an umbrella to use as a float move. Oof, again, I don't know why the game's stuttering so much on loads. It's making me a little nervous. You, give up. There's no hope for escape. Oh, the wrong voice. All hail the glorious Count. Do not resist. Submit to his rule. You will love it. What's this insubordination? Johnson, I'm your captain. Drop and give me 20. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to tell you that your orders mean nothing. See, they've always sworn eternal allegiance to Count Black K. And now you need to. And now you need to, so I'll just go ahead and pencil you in for a 10 o'clock brainwashing. You just messed with the wrong Koopa. I serve Bowser. You tell this Count. Yark! How Black. Yeah, there. Isn't that better? So listen, there are still a few problem minions that haven't sworn allegiance. You, be a lamb and round them up for me, okay? Thanks. Yes, ma'am. Oh man, this is going downhill fast. Did you see that? They even broke the captain. Look, lady, if they find us, it is game over. We've got to clear this area stat. Area clear, go, 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 go! I like the little heel tippy-tappies that Peach has, exclusive to her. Wait, why are you just in here? Sorry if I'm short with you, I don't want to freak you out, I'm sort of freaking out. Oh, that's mood. Me, a lot of the time. Yeah, Peach has a hover, or a float, essentially, which is very nice. There are 2 doors here, I don't remember which door is the one we need to... Never mind, it's this one. Anyway, off we go, towards the exit. There's only a problem of being in a dimensional void. So, like, there's not really a bridge. No, dead end! Well, staying here won't do us any good. Let's turn around and keep looking. Oh, turn back? Yeah, no. Your friend here had it right. This is your dead end. Who are you, anyway? Find cover, lady. I'm trained to handle scum like this. Bjorn! All hail Count Black. Wow, princess, you sure are lucky. I thought the wedding explosion finished you. Yeah, but this is the end of the road, and your luck runs out right here. This time you came on over and got with the program. Come and serve the Count. Never! Yeah, that's great and all, but my hypno powers kinda say otherwise. Just sit tight a sec, okay? Cause I've just gotta brainwash you real quick. Oh, okay. Bye-bye. What? That was on my schedule. Where'd she go? Well, that's really not a deal breaker. Our prophecy fulfillment plan is running smoothly. We have no need for her. Yeah, and it doesn't matter where she runs, since all worlds are about to fall. I remember that day well. The room was warm. The whole place was at peace. You're awake at last. Where am I? Is this a human's home? Black! Don't wiggle like that. I found you at the cliff base. You took quite a fall. You're a human, correct? I don't repulse you. I'm of the tribe of darkness. Why would that matter? Anyone with a heart would not ignore an injured soul. I'm totally lost who's speaking. That was the day our paths crossed. That was the day our tragedy was set in motion. This is a great sign. I'm getting emotional. We are only in the first chapter. If you get up to your heart, you can choose to visit specific sections in each chapter. First to Merlon's place. That should be down on the 2nd floor, so we'll take the elevator. Yeah, it's like, oh no, I'm gonna be a wreck by the end of this playthrough. I'm already calling it. Oh goody. You returned so soon? I can sense from your faces that it went well indeed. Let's head back to my house so you can tell the details. Please step right in. What if I'm a go-getter? Will the game let me do something, actually? What if we actually go down here first? This isn't going to save much time in the grand scheme of things, but I just want to see if they'll let me do this. First floor. Well, at least it should be. Oh, Mama, did I get some interesting info from a buddy of mine? He swore me to secrecy, but you look like you can keep quiet, so I'll tell you. And now I blow your mind. Eat mushrooms to restore your HP. Got that, did you hear me? That's some prime info, huh? Keep it under your hat. Oh, hello, sweet Gladys. Is the food ready yet? What? You're not Gladys. Are you great-grandma? I am neither. Hey, you know what catch cards are, don't ya? They're so super popular right now. You haven't heard of them? Boy, get with the program. By the way, I heard there was a card shop near here. Know where it is? Probably invisible. Please tell me you've tried one of Saffron's delectable desserts. They're amazing. I'm serious, they're so delectable. If you haven't tried them, you're insane. Hey, got a sec? Well, maybe more than a sec. I've gotta tell you about my boyfriend. He is the best. He compliments my singing. I love that guy. So happy he and I wish I could sing better. I want to practice someday. Anyway, this is Saffron's. We do want to cook here. Let Mario cook. Hello there, sugar. Welcome to Sweet Smiles. Our dishes will turn that little frown right upside down. Just bring me an ingredient, sugar, and I'll whip up a dish guaranteed to satisfy. Ooh, now let's get cooking. Go on and choose the ingredient you want, sugar. Fireburst. So, sugar, you want me to create a dish for you with Fireburst? One delicious dish coming right up, sugar. Alrighty, choppy bubbly yum, put it in your tum, 1 more second, and then... Done! Enjoy the yum, sugar. You got a spicy soup, sip with a flame-proof spoon, fills 8 HP and cures poison. Ooh, this is the first time I've made this dish for you. I'll add this to my recipe list. Remember, sugar, if you find new ingredients, you bring them on by to me. We actually do need to cook, by the way. We do need to do this. We're not gonna stop and smell the roses, though. We're gonna move on. Actually, I think we talked to everyone except the people in, like, the houses, but it's fine. And so with a soup in hand, now we can go say hi to Merlin. You know we need to cook. I don't know if you should trust me with cooking. I've, like, never cooked. I've joked about trying to be domestic, but I don't actually know how to do anything. So how was it, dear friends? Did you find a pure heart? Yeah. It's yellow. Oh ho, such pure brilliance. This is a true piece of the one true purity heart. Yes, we met Merlumina. She gave it to us. What? Lady Merlumina? You were well met. She is an ancestor of mine. She was the one who wrote the Light Prognosticus to counteract the Dark One. Merlumina and those who followed her built this town. They are why we are here. Master Merlon, bad news. What is it? Get a hold of yourself, lad. You see, you see, a girl fell out of the sky. What? A girl fell out of the sky? What in the worlds? I don't know, just please get on the elevator and come up there to see her. So it shall be. And you, Mario, come along. We may need your presence as well. Also, while we're here, Tippy? Tippy! There you go. The Light Prognosticus. The ancients wrote it to fight the Dark Prognosticus. It tells what the hero can do to save the world. Save the world. I am instinctively saying worlds now. Alright, so they're heading up that elevator. One nice thing about this game's resolution is my tail isn't blocking anything. So that's actually kind of nice. Now, I am using like a specific like application to run the game through my original disc, but without the Wii U's filtering, so it is actually the proper dimensions, and also it doesn't have like a linear filter smearing everything. Yeah, so I was just looking up at the tower, and she fell out of nowhere. She does not look at all familiar to me. Who could this be? What's the matter? Princess Peach? So this is the princess that Count Black kidnapped? Well, the poor girl seems to have had a rough time, of that we can be sure. She doesn't appear to be conscious, and she is shivering uncontrollably. What could the problem be? Oh, I know. Mario, you must go to the chef named Saffron on the first floor of Flipside. I'm sure she knows a warming and revitalizing recipe for this poor girl. Once she revives, we will be able to ask Princess Peach exactly what happened. Now off with you, find Saffron the chef on the first floor. Hey, guess what? I'm gonna go get her. I've also played the game before. Oh, it seems to have worked. I feel like I just ate the most delicious thing. Haven't had a dream about such tasty food in ages. Oh, Mario, you're okay? But where exactly are we? This is Flipside. Okay, and who are you? My dear, I'm called Merlon, and that is what is known as a pixel. Her name is Tippy. Come, let us adjourn to my house. I would be grateful if you would tell us more there. The one downside of RPGs is I do a lot of reading. I can't interact with chat as much. And then before I knew it, I awoke and saw Mario, you, and Tippy. Well, my dear, that is most assuredly a tale of woe and troubles. Mario, what do you suppose happened to Luigi and Bowser? I suppose you're right. There's just no way to know. I just hope they're safe. Merlon, what should we do next? And one pure heart shall lead the way to the next, so it is written. There are still more heart pillars to be found in Flipside, young ones. When you find the next heart pillar, you must set a pure heart in it. And when you do so, a door to the next world containing the world containing the next pure heart will appear. My intuition tells me the next door may lead you to the mysterious Merly. Like Mysterious and I, Merly is one of the ancients. We are like long-lost cousins. Yes, I've heard that Merly is long guarded an ancient and secret treasure. If my instincts are correct, it may be the next pure heart we seek. I must tell you, the light prognosticus also speaks of her magical power. So we just need to find this Merly person, is that it? Oh, are you going as well? You should not tax yourself, you've only just recovered, and it may be dangerous. Well, I can't just sit here and let everyone else go off to save the world now, can I? After all, the void that's spreading in the sky is my fault, mine and Bowser's. So I'm going, and that's final. I've made my decision. Peach has joined your party. Now you can control not just Mario, but Princess Peach as well. I guess we need to find that next heart pillar. This princess is headstrong, to be sure. How very refreshing, you know, say. I insist you take this. I got an old key, a key to a door somewhere in town. There are secrets in this town that even I do not know. This may be one of the keys to uncovering them. Quite literally, in fact. Please use this key wherever it fits here in town. My intuition tells me you should be able to use it very near my house. And we'll continue to read the Light Prognosticus and look for any clues that may help. I'm sure that musty old tome still has much to teach us. Yes, much indeed. Now Mario, Princess Peach, do all you can to stop the Count's evil plans. Let's go, Mario. Come on, Tippy. So, fun thing. Two things, actually. This is the first Paper Mario to have Peach's modern design. When playing as Princess Peach, you can use her umbrella in a few ways. Press and hold 2 while jumping to float slowly down. In addition, press down to use your umbrella to guard against enemy attacks. When you want to change your character, choose him or her on the menu screen. That's not the right button. Quick menu is 1+2. That's not easy sometimes, but the door is over here. The other thing is, Peach is actually voiced by her actress from Super Mario 64, because this was right after the previous actress had stopped voicing the character. I'm trying to actually remember what this is. Is this just the one that's right over here? Like, is this just kind of a freebie? No. Okay. This one is later. I guess we need to go down the floor, or is it just past here? Nope, we have to go down. Looks like... Cool. Again, just because I played this game a lot doesn't mean I remember everything about it. And frankly, there's a lot I don't remember about this game. Is this the right pillar? Because there's like multiple pillars, of course. It's like, I hope this is the right one. Oh yeah, this is the right one, is to force us to use Princess Peach. Actually force us to use both. So yeah, I do feel like instead of partners, having like main characters is kind of like a substitute for that. And to some extent, I do feel like that comes at the expense of the pixels being very undercooked as characters. Unfortunately, it's not a huge deal, but it's a little bit of a grievance I have with this game that the pixels are not very well fleshed out. Anyway, there's number 2. There's not a whole lot to do in Flip Side yet. That'll change going forward. We'll unlock more to do later. I do like that effect. Like those kind of like swirly circles intersecting. So fun thing, if I'm not mistaken, you can actually use the return pipe. If you use the return pipe here, you'll return the flip side. Use the return pipe. This will always take you to the top of Flipside Tower. So this is just an easy way to get back to the tower in a case like this. And away we go. How did I take damage? I don't remember taking damage. With Princess Peach at his side, Mario set out once again, bound for adventure. This time our heroes were tasked with finding the mysterious charmer, Merly. If Merlon was right, then Merly was the key to finding the next pure heart. Never one to flinch from danger, Mario set out to find Merly's mysterious mansion. But little did he know, the evil works of dastardly Count Bleck awaited at every turn. Yeah, we're not even at the second hour in a mission, and we're already in chapter 2-1, bogging to Merly's. So we're making good time, I would say. Very happy. Might need to reposition the guidebook and a few other things too, but we'll see. The pure heart is somewhere up ahead. Yes, it must be, but it could be a ways. Let's go. Okay. Certainly. Thanks for your help, Tippy. I do think there's merit, weirdly enough, to not using Mario, because he doesn't talk, to be extremely blunt about it. So having the other like characters on the field is actually kind of nice to actually get dialogue. At least personally, that's how I feel. I love this aesthetic, honestly. It's a very pretty level. We're not gonna get very far here. We'll probably make it to the end of the screen. Well, not even to the end of the screen, because I don't know where the path is going forward. Oh, well, there you go. I mean, we're probably supposed to use Peach here. Also, ads are about to start, so we are actually going to pause. And we will delve deeper into Chapter 2 before too long.